Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Mademoiselle Lina, and you can find me online at www.conjureknits.com. Today, we are here to do the weekly forecast for August 23rd through the 29th, and we are going to be using the Spirit Keepers Tarot, Vitruvian Edition by Annabelle Went. Before we get started, I would like to say thank you for viewing my video. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and click on the little bell so that you'll receive notifications of when I go live or upload new videos. I do try to stay pretty busy here on my channel. I do all 12 zodiac signs for the monthly tarot scopes. On Sundays, we have Conjure Crew with myself, Mambo Tanya, and the Black Bonnet Witch. On Mondays, I upload the weekly forecast. Every day, I do a card of the day reveal. On Wednesdays, we have the virtual book club. We are currently reading the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind. It has been so much fun following Richard and Kaylin on their adventures, so you are definitely going to want to join us for that. I also pop on from time to time and do free readings, so make sure you get my notifications by clicking that little bell. All right, I feel that I have rambled on long enough. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Card number 1. What spirit will be most present this week? And we have the Malaise. 9 of Scepters. The malaise is the questioning of purpose and why we suffer. It is the wearing away of vitality and innocence when we've seen too much of suffering in this physical world. When the spirit of the malaise appears to you, engage in grand strategy, whereby you reach for all instruments of power availed to you as a measure of security. Summon all the abilities within you and direct it outward now. The 9 of Scepters is the spirit of great strength. This is also the personification of malaise, reflecting back at you so you can see clearly your own feelings of debility or weakening health. This is the spirit of despair, pessimism, and cynicism. Do not reduce yourself to feelings of apathy. Feeling feelings and passions, even when they hurt, are the necessary gauntlets to overcome, so that wisdom and transcendence might be attained. Discomfort will unleash your full potency and fortitude. Note the resilience of the figure in this imagery. The 9 of Scepters is a powerful key against debility, weakening, or despair. The malaise appears to remind you of the powerful defensive magic that you are capable of conjuring to protect yourself and to revitalize what has been depleted. This is the key of immunization. Card number 2. What is in my highest interest to make this week's priority? And we have Key 12. The Outlaw. Examine your situation from a different perspective. Be the outlier. This is the spirit designating how we break from establishment to serve a higher fundamentalism around you and the personal dogma embedded deep within. Key 12 sends the message of psychic mindfulness. Tap into your own deep sea of unconscious. The outlaw hangs from pillars supporting the opposing side of the temple. This is the vantage point in opposition of tradition. We are seeing that which defies orthodoxy. This is the heretical, the eccentric, the dissident. This is the rejection of authority and rebellion against establishment. The outlaw appears to you when the answer is to operate outside of and in contention with the established rules of institution. Yet be aware that there are consequences to nonconformity and noncompliance. The spirit of the outlaw is showing you both the way of your path and also the consequences of that way. If you choose to be the sacrifice, then those who come after you will be redeemed. Duet des. I give so that you may give. Take heart, as the swan is the omen of grace and the fish is the omen of prophecy. Coram Deo, in the presence of God. You act against the laws of the material, worldly establishment, but not against the laws of God. Divinity is on your side. The appearance of Key 12 designates a figurative baptism. a spiritual purification by the event of water. This is the key of grace. The outlaw is the consciousness that each individual, no matter the karma, the fate, the capacities, or integrity, can speak directly to God and can receive directly from God the revelation of the mysteries. When the outlaw appears to you, you may find yourself presently suspended in suffering, but a greater good and a grace is to come. Key 12 is the expression of the dying God. The red anemone depicted upon the top stones of the twin pillars are reminiscent of Adonis, Adonai of Greco-Roman lore, where the blood of the dying Adonis and Aphrodite's tears transformed into the anemone. In common fortune-telling, Key 13, classically titled the Death card, is often the key among the majors associated with death and dying, but it is Key 12 where a death or departure transpires. In the lore of the dying God, Key 12 is the death and Key 13 is the resurrection. Thus, here in the outlaw, we have already the prophecy of a resurrection. Card number 3. What do I need to be mindful of and prepare for this week? And we have Archangel of Healing, King of Chalices. The angelic title for the King of Chalices is the Archangel of Healing. She is the exalted one. The Archangel of Healing is a reigning angel over the healing arts and purification of mind, body, and soul. Her symbol is an alabaster jar filled with healing oil. She presents herself to you now to guide you through precarious times, and she is here, by your side, to salve, to heal, and to purify what is currently diseased, debilitated, feeble, or unwell. This archangel appears to those who most need healing. She has a tender place in her heart for those who are like fish out of water, caring for them the most. The lotus upon her ear symbolizes one of her many names, the one who perceives the sounds of the world, and her personification of mercy, compassion, and a commitment to alleviate human suffering. Through meditation on this card, connect to the divinity of this king within you to amplify your personal powers of healing, rejuvenation, alleviation of pain, and to restore spiritual or emotional health. When the angel who salves and purifies appears in your reading, you are an incarnate of Charlemagne and are on the verge of achieving a personal renaissance. Your receptivity to learning and scholarship has been duly noted by the greater powers that be, and the Archangel of Healing will impart to you the ways of the healer, the shaman, the mender of fractures. The Archangel of Healing is the power to make whole, to restore, to free from ailment, to bring conflicts, harms, or damage to an end, to reconcile, and to broker peace. This is the divine archetype of the miracle worker. If you're asking me, in contemporary times, that often is getting translated to social worker, someone who is deeply and empathetically concerned with the welfare of people, someone who seeks to be of service to those in crisis. The Archangel of Healing appears when you are to receive teachings of the sacred arts, the healing arts, or forms of counseling to others. By combining the cards from this week's forecast, I was able to come up with the I Ching of Jai Jai. The sage anticipates possible misfortunes and pitfalls before advancing to best protect the people. Think about the consequences that your actions may have on others. A noble leader puts the people's welfare before self-interests. You have done what you have done. The matter now is what happens next. It is the time after an ending and at the start of a new beginning. Call upon the illustrious ancestor. When it comes to receiving favor from the divine, the extravagance of your offerings do not matter. It is the sincerity of your heart and piety that matters more. All right, my lovelies. Let's take a look at the bigger picture here. Card number 1. What spirit will be most present this week? And we have the malaise. What is your purpose? Why are you here? What are you lacking to attain this purpose? Your weaknesses remind you of your strengths. Use every tool available to you to make it through this time so that you are able to achieve your purpose. Oh, did you hear? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine full approval, potentially paving the way for vaccine mandates. Despite having been authorized for emergency use since December, it's the first COVID-19 vaccine approved by the FDA, and officials hope it will encourage vaccine-hesitant people to get their shots. It's also a game-changer for universities and businesses that may wish to insist students and workers are inoculated. Already the Pentagon has said active members of the military must get it, while New York and New Jersey officials have ordered all education staff be inoculated by September 27th. Were you waiting for FDA approval before you got your shot? Well, guess what? Your wait is over. Go get that shot. If you still have hesitations, wear your mask and do whatever you need to protect yourself so that you remain healthy and strong. Card number 2. What is in my highest interest to make this week's priority? And we have the outlaw. Look at things from a different point of view. Look at how your actions can affect the people around you instead of only looking at how they will affect you. Take the time to really consider what is truly going on around you. How does it all fit together? What are you willing to sacrifice for the greater good? Go against the grain if that is truly what you believe is the right thing to do, but do not go against God. God's number one commandment is to sustain life, or save a life, whether that be your life or other lives around you. Pray to your spirits if you are having hesitant feelings. They will not lead you astray. Card number 3. What do I need to be mindful of and prepare for this week? And we got the Archangel of Healing. Wow! This is both exciting and terrifying all at the same time. Healing is such a beautiful and amazing thing, while how we get to the healing point can be quite ugly. Healing can take place by many different avenues. Some healing happens naturally, while other healing may be medical, and still, other healings may occur through digging deep into shadow work, which can be quite scary and unnerving. Whichever path of healing that you are on, just be mindful that while the climb up a mountain may be challenging, the view at the top is breathtaking. It is so worth it. Amazing. Just wow. Are you seeing what I am seeing? Just look at this spread. It is screaming vaccine. I love it. I highly recommend getting vaccinated, but I am not here to push my personal beliefs off on you. These messages come straight from Spirit, and it is up to you to determine how you will interpret them for yourself. No matter what you decide to do or not to do, the message has been delivered. Make the most of it. Save a life. This is going to be an absolutely amazing and healing week for you. Protect yourself and those around you. Save the world one mitzvah at a time. I hope that this reading has helped you and will help lead you and guide you throughout the week. If you do feel that it has helped you and that it will help someone else, please feel free to share this video. Sharing is caring. And if you would like a more in-depth and personal reading, you can go to my website at www.conjureknits.com and click on the link at the top of the page that says, Book a Reading. I hope you all have a very beautiful and amazing week. Love you bunches. Shalom.